Hi, friends. I wanted to talk today about raw dog food. I posted a short about a week ago about my dog eating raw dog food, saying that we were switching to a raw dog food diet. I guess it's been 2 weeks. And I got some hate for that. And I was a little surprised that it was so controversial. But then again, people just like to put their opinions on other people all the time. So that's the only nice way I can think of to say it. So that's how I'm going to say it. So I want to talk about the fact that you can feed a raw diet for your dogs if you do the research, and there's ways to do it correctly. Kibble is full of processed foods. There's a lot of corn in kibble. There's all kinds of chicken meal, bone meal, all kinds of garbage. It's the cleanup. And they put it in there and process it very highly and then sell it as dog food. So if you want to feed your dog a healthy, raw diet, don't be afraid to try it. But do your research so you know what you're doing. There's, maybe you need to add, we do extra omegas. I buy an oil to put in there. They get some added eggs and dairy because we have a cow, of course. We have a lot of things for raw dog food because we process our own meats. So we have chicken heads and beef livers and tongues and all kinds of parts and soup bones and all kinds of things. And we save that, the chicken livers and chicken hearts. So we save all that and feed that to the dogs to make it a healthy diet, and do the research and figure out how many grams of protein they need, and be sure that they're getting their omegas and things like that. Plus they get a joint supplement. So we're just not doing this willy-nilly. We're researching it. We're feeding them a variety, which if you're feeding them kibble, they're never getting a variety. They're eating the same thing every day, twice a day, whatever you feed them. And it's just always the same. So at least this way they're getting a variety. So if one vegetable isn't giving them what they need, another one might, or one type of meat, they get, it switches. It switches daily around here because it's whatever I take out of the freezer for them. And we've had dogs in the past that have had issues with different dog foods. I had one dog that was allergic to chicken, any kind of chicken, so no eggs, nothing, and it would cause in all of the foods. He would throw up for a while. He was having seizures and it's really hard to find a dog food with no chicken byproducts at all. And so when we finally found one, the seizures stopped. And he was pretty healthy after that. He had some residual issues of it, but he was pretty healthy after that and lived a long time. My daughter has a dog that has extreme skin allergies and allergic to chicken. And so again, finding a food is very difficult. Of course, he likes to go out to the chicken coop and find chicken droppings to eat. So that's a problem, but we're trying to work through that and trying to back up his immune system and get his skin under control. And there's just so many. It's a highly processed thing. It's like big ag, big pharma, big dog industry. It's all the same. They make money off of their foods, and they're gonna try to make it the cheapest way possible. And I want my food to be healthy, so I want my dog's food to be healthy as well. And we've been blessed with having the opportunity of living on a farm and taking care of our own meats. And so if I can share that with my animals and keep them healthy, then that's what I'm going to do. That's what I think is best for my animals. So, but if that's what you want to try, I encourage you to do all the research and be sure you're feeding them the nutrients that they need, because there is some extras that can be added so that it's a nutritious, balanced diet. And watch for foods that they would be allergic to or toxic to them, because it's not just we eat onions, they can't eat onions. There's different foods, don't feed them chocolate, don't feed them cooked chicken bones. There's all those things that you need to know. Raw bones are different than cooked bones. Raw bones are not brittle like a cooked chicken bone. So it's a different scenario. So do your research, learn about it. If it's something you choose to do, then I encourage you to try it. But just know that a lot goes into it. It's a lot of work to make sure, one, to do the research, and two, to make sure that they're getting all of what they need. And, with 3-4 dogs, that's really a lot of work. With one small dog in particular, it's a lot easier to deal with and a lot cheaper. You start adding bigger dogs and more dogs, it gets very expensive because you're buying meat for them if you don't have that. Luckily, we can use scraps. So take it all into consideration. Don't let people scare you off from it. If that's what you want to try, just research it first. Be sure that they're staying healthy. Consult with your vet even if it's what you want to do. And if there's a reason in particular to do it, because they're not thriving on dog food. We have one little dog that he would never eat his food. He would just sit and guard his food for hours and pummel the other dogs that came near him because he didn't want him to touch his food because he was hungry, but he wouldn't eat the kibble. So now that we've switched to a raw diet, he loves it. He actually eats his food, cleans up the bowl, and goes around and licks everybody else's bowl. And that is a big deal for him because he never did that before. And I'm hoping that'll improve his health because he's a little on the skinny side. So that will be good. But there's lots of things to look out for, whether it's, skin problems or they're throwing up and vomiting, if they get diarrhea. Like sometimes the things in that kibble does not work with their system, and sometimes it's better to find an alternative. And that's the alternative that we found, and it's working for us. And apparently it's very controversial. I didn't know I was going to get hate for something like that because it's my dog. If I want to feed him raw food, I'm going to feed him raw food, honestly. But I was just very surprised. So I thought I'd pop on, talk about it a little bit, and encourage others to think for themselves, research for themselves, and make their own decisions. And if it's right for you, then it's right for you. If it's not, it's not. It's nobody's place to judge except for your own. So good luck. I hope your dogs are healthy and happy. We love our dogs around here, and I just want to see them all thrive. So